I swear.
What?
The life of a video game guy is just nothing but cables all day, every day.
Yeah, I live in a cable hive. Because everything, like the PS2 is like I got that TV there. There's a PS2, a Super Nintendo, a GameCube, and a Genesis hooked up to the same TV. And they're all wrapped around the TV in different areas to fit. And there's, like, every time I try to pick up a controller, it knocks over a stack of cartridges. It's horrible.
It sucks when you have a computer and you got an arcade stick, 2 different types of controllers, and a tablet, and like several flash drives, and you're just like, just gotta switch between them.
Look at the PC there.
Yeah,
every
exact
port on the front is
you got that exact problem there.
Every port in front of the PC right now is filled.
Well, it's just like me. You got that tiny end table that you just use to store all your cords in case you need to use them. Okay, so how much caches do we have?
You have to go to the store or whatever.
Oh, I already overcome Black Shadow's trap.
Yeah, actually, don't we have the new... Didn't last time, didn't we, No, go back to the story.
Oh, wait.
Last time we didn't even finish that chapter we were playing. Remember that? We got stuck.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Some wishful thinking. We didn't beat this yet. See, we beat that.
Oh, right, yeah, I got them mixed up.
Yeah.
This is Black Shadow's trap, and it's a very difficult trap. Oh, well.
I was hearing from some people on the internet that Chapter 7 is really hard.
Well, of course it is. It's Black Shadow's redemption. Rising. Revengeance.
It seems that the difficulty level on this is really all over the place. Like, it goes from really, really, really hard to normal to hard to ball-bustingly hard to normal.
Yeah.
It's just kind of, it never goes below normal. But it gets really out of control at points. Like that.
I think some of the chapters actually aren't fair.
No, they're not. This game,
the difficulty's fucked in more ways than one.
People that
evil.
People that did disk image dumps of this game have confirmed before that AI enemy racers are unfair. It's not fair.
Yeah.
They actually do things you can't do. But this is a single-player game if you're playing alone, so who cares? Man up. Well, you have to be better than the computer.
There's a classic copy pasta about Chapter 7 and Black Shadow. He's not supposed to be good, but he is in this chapter. So
max speed.
Just like a JRPG boss.
Let's just man up and get good.
Oh yeah.
We somehow did
just get
before.
better.
Like
just get better. Just like a JRPG character, you get stronger than him.
Yeah.
Just level up until you're strong enough.
Like, go look at the other videos on the channel. Like, we have 10 episodes straight on like one track, and then eventually you just did it with no extra tricks. There was no tricks. You just did it because you got so good from doing it over and over and over and over again. Reminds me of God Hand.
Yeah.
Like, this game is impossible. From the minute you put the CD in, the game's impossible. You just got to figure it out. It's not going to help you. And then by the end, you do it, and it's just unreal.
I know. It's like they're just God Hand's just a bunch of bosses that are impossible to avoid and have about 40 minutes worth of health. Just 40 minutes of button mashing. That's what the bosses are.
It's just a war of attrition. It's just testing how hard you can, how many times you can press the button without screwing up once.
Yes.
This is great. It's pretty amazing.
And using like the analog stick to dodge.
I don't know if I could play that game again for this channel. I don't know if I could do it. Like, it really hurt my mind beating it. When I finally, every boss, like, you know how sometimes when you're playing a video game,
damn it,
and you get to this boss, and you can feel the fact that you're not going to beat it. Like, you get to this boss, oh, I can't beat this.
Yeah.
There's no way I can beat this boss. And you almost give up. And you go online looking for tips and tricks and strategies and things, and You're not getting anywhere. Every boss is like that in God Hand.
Well, you can't really get all that much stronger in God Hand.
Almost every...
You can't increase your stats or anything. You just...
Every boss is like that in God Hand.
Yeah.
Every boss I got to is like, this is impossible. Every boss. And then, until you get to the end and you realize that I've become so good at playing this, it's like that epiphany that Neo has at the end of the first Matrix film, when he realizes that there's actually all these other things he can do to fight Agent Smith using one hand. Once he actually figures out what he's going to do before he does it.
Yeah.
At the end, when he becomes the one.
Ah, no.
So...
Putting away that Samus amiibo.
Yeah, I'm playing with my Samus amiibo here. It's not compatible with this game, though. It is compatible with Mario Kart, though.
Sorta.
Yeah, you can get a Samus helmet for your driver or whatever.
Yeah, you can get a fake Samus to race with. Oh, whoops. Oh, this is not good.
I hate the fact that I brought up that game now, because now I'm contemplating relearning it to play it for the channel.
Yeah.
Man, it is not fun. But it's a good game, but it's...
Well, there are tips and tricks you can do to sort of break it if you're really desperate. I mean, there are cancels, like dodge cancels and stuff like that you can get good with.
Another thing that's funny is that in one of the earliest chapters, someone puts a kick me sign on your back.
Yeah.
And if you don't take the kick me sign off, like you have to use the God reel to and that's like a Gene's special move in that game, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Using the God reel gets rid of your kick me sign.
Yeah.
But you can play the rest of the game with the kick me sign if you don't use the God reel.
Yeah, I know.
So there's kick me sign only runs, which is, I can't even fathom how you could do it, because I could barely beat the game cheating with the God reel as much as I could. Like I had to use it all the time.
That kind of thing must be intentional. Oh.
People do shit like that. Like you play a game and you're thinking like, you feel like you're cheating using this mechanic. And then you find out that there's people that don't use that, don't use this, don't use that, use nothing and beat the game. And you're just wondering how the hell they did it. Like the Final Fantasy X no sphere grid playthrough. No leveling up.
Yeah.
We're going to be Final Fantasy X at the minimum level. So every single move an enemy does in the last half of the game will kill anyone.
Oh. Jesus.
What's up with that? People do it. Like it's just one enemy attacks you, you just die.
Yeah.
It gets done.
Well, that's just a sign of a good game. Really. Final Fantasy games are just so versatile that you can beat them at level 1 in most cases.
They used to be.
Well, until they just...
Final Fantasy 13.
Until they just decided that the player's input didn't matter.
Yeah, until they decided that their vision of how the game should work is more important than the player's vision.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, in Final Fantasy 13, you can only level up so much per chapter. You can only be as strong as they want you to be in each chapter. It doesn't make any sense. Have you ever heard of that? Man, that's dumb. Like, say you want to level up for this boss, you can only go so far, and then that's it for this chapter. You're done. This chapter just became static.
I gotta deal with that turn.
You gotta bank into it. You gotta...
No, I gotta slow down a bit.
Oh.
Maybe pump the gas. I don't know if pumping the gas has an effect on this
Remember,
game.
there's drifting and banking, and you gotta hold L and R to do a different... They're different.
Oh, right, yeah.
Some pretty
Forgot about that.
Meta kind of... You have to employ it, though, for some strange things.
Oh, whoops.
You should see people doing the snaking in this game.
Oh, jeez.
You,
I don't even want to know.
Oh my god, I can't stay on the track now. How can I snake? Man, there's some... I forget what his name... I think it's like Crazy Game Nerd, or this completely stupid name. This guy on YouTube. has all the best F-Zero GX videos.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's Crazy Video Game Nerd or Crazy Game Nerd.
Oh, damn.
His,
that worked really well.
His YouTube avatar is just the GX and AX symbol.
Oh.
It's like all he plays on there is this game.
Well, that's cool.
Everyone loves this game.
There's this guy on YouTube, kind of unrelated actually, but there's this guy on YouTube called Helix Snake. You ever hear of him? That does does glitches in Skate 3. Just does nothing but glitches in Skate 3.
Skate 3?
Yeah.
I think I seen a video. I remember someone talking about that before.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's just the guy just keeps discovering things in this game. It's endless.
I like those early skate games from EA.
Yeah,
they were kind of good. I was just coming off Tony Hawk, and it was just it felt very fresh. Mm-hmm. The skate games felt like it got rid of all the chaff that was building up in Tony Hawk. And
Tony Hawk was a mess by Underground 2.
I know, yeah.
That was just like pure
I didn't know what was going on.
What is it? Jackass. It was pure jackass.
I know.
But
I didn't know.
I mean, that was fine, but
I don't know how
you can only milk that for so long.
Yeah, they were hitting the jackass singularity. Mm-hmm. With every game, was becoming more and more jackass. My favorite one was either Underground 1 or Pro Skater 4. I think if you could fuse those two games, it would be the best Tony Hawk's game. Mm-hmm. But I just like Underground because you can get off your skateboard and actually walk around to set things up. That's important to me. Uh-huh. But I also like the professional atmosphere of Pro Skater 4 and not the ridiculous storyline in Underground. Mm-hmm. Man, that Eric. What an idiot. Everyone seems to remember that guy.
I know. He's,
Why did they pick on Eric so much? Here's Eric. He's completely evil. They just why?
It's a villain in this.
How's the skateboarding game as a villain?
Yeah. He wants to destroy New Jersey or something.
I don't. What's his deal?
Just he's a. I bet he became a mad scientist or something. Just like using he found out how to harness skateboard energy.
Yeah, those later Tony Hawk's games are some of those games I always love where you can make a custom character look so ridiculous, mm-hmm. but they're actually used in the cutscenes with normal people. I love that.
Yeah, great.
It's just amazing. It never gets boring.
Do you hear that thing where in GTA 5 where you can pilot a dog? Pilot animals?
How does that work?
I don't know. It's like this crazy ass secret. I don't even know how to do it. And
Did
once
you play the game?
No.
Oh.
But if you do this thing, you'll transfer your soul into a dog or a cat or a bird or something. And you'll just be able to play as the animal until they die or something. Then you go back to human. I hope, and I don't know, but I hope that you can use them in cutscenes.
Oh man.
There's something about playing as animals that feels well, I mean, this is extremely obvious, but there's something that feels weird about playing it as animals in games. Mm-hmm. They don't have the right proportions.
Yeah, it's usually you can't relate.
Yeah.
Same reason why I don't like playing as non-humanoid shaped characters in fighting games. Mm. I can't get used to.
No, crap.
I can't get used to embodying them. Imagine if there was like an octopus in Smash Brothers. And you just floated around.
I know.
How weird that would be. Like, no one would like it.
Well, Bowser Jr. is a little weird already.
I know, that's what bothers me about him.
And there's JoJo's Bizarre Adventure where you can play as E. I like that.
Yeah.
Oh, you can play as the bird too, I think, yeah. Whatever its name was.
Pet Shop or?
Yeah, Pet Shop.
Yeah.
You know what I want? I want them to stop making JoJo fighting games.
Yeah, I want.
Just make an adventure game, and
there was
have all the same moves.
There was a third-person beat 'em up on the PS2. I don't know if it ever came to America though. So.
Yeah. I just want a linear beat 'em up where they don't have to worry about the
I just don't like the fact that those JoJo's Bizarre Adventure fighting games that are coming out now are 3D. I don't really like the kind of Tekken thing.
Well, there's multiple things wrong with them. Like, they're not made by a company that's known for being able to balance things, and they're 3D, of course, and they're 30 FPS, which is never good for something like that.
Especially for a fighting game.
See, if you make a fighting game that doesn't catch on, then it's just not... doesn't have any longevity. All you can do at that point is just buy it and then mess around with it for a few minutes.
Skullgirls.
Well, yeah.
It's so sad.
Skullgirls is a tragedy.
Oh.
They worked, like, they really, really knew what they were doing with that game, but then they just didn't. It didn't catch on.
No one cared.
And now nobody plays it.
Yeah, no one.
Nobody plays it.
I knew it was never gonna work out when before the game came out. They had a panel at Evo, like 2011 or something. I can't remember when it was, and no one was there.
Oh.
No one came, and I was just like, I can't even watch something like that. I just cringe. It's like same reason why I can't watch Awesome Games Done Quick anymore. I just can't even look at it. It's just
yeah.
Gotta turn it off. It's getting a little. This is bad.
Holy crap! What? Come on! Damn it!
I really don't think you should dress up to go to Awesome Games Done Quick.
I don't think you could. I don't think you should go to Awesome Games Done Quick at this point. Unless you want to like come out sticky and smelling strange.
Oh my god.
But yeah. If nobody like a sport, if nobody plays a fighting game, then it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
That's extremely sad.
Yeah.
Because, like, you have this empty shell of concept called Skullgirls, and people talk about it sometimes, but nobody plays it.
People talk about it, but no one plays it.
Yeah.
I know.
They have this character that can pull out a trumpet and play notes based on the inputs, whatever buttons you input, like as a taunt. I think that's extremely cool. It's full of pretty cool ideas like that.
You can do that in Project M. Link can pull out his ocarina and you can play
Oh,
it.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah. I was playing like Nocturne of Shadows or whatever. I love that one. You know that, the one to go to the Shadow Temple?
Yep.
It's so sad.
Project M's pretty sad too.
I know.
It's gonna.
It was catching on.
Yeah.
It was catching on, and then they killed it. It was.
Yeah.
People were starting to watch it, and it was coming to tournaments, and then it was just like, no.
No.
Well,
we got Nintendo now.
We got Smash 4 now, so in order to have Smash 4, we can't have Project M, and we're also not allowed to play all these stages. Cause
yeah, we can't play stages because of music we
bought the game. We can't do it God, this is retarded.
Yeah.
You can't, like, what must they think about people playing Melee? They must hate it. Because they can't tell you what to do in Melee. Like, they're probably so pissed that,
No, but real talk, it's always been a legal gray area for Nintendo because they have all these valued characters and songs and stuff.
Yeah, I know.
You can't modify legally.
It's dangerous to get those characters. Seen in the same light as something that might be bad. Like before Apex 2015 happened, Alex Strife quit because someone accused him of sexually harassing someone, and then Nintendo was going to be there.
Yeah.
And it's weird saying them in the same sentence, saying those two things, and Nintendo knows it, and that could hurt Mario.
Yeah, that could hurt Mario.
Anything that hurts Mario,
the Mario brand,
is the devil. Like you cannot have it.
It's absolutely fucked.
That's the only reason they have Luigi, because he can have character.
What they were afraid of was Alex Strife. Like when you boil it down to the basic concept, they were afraid of Alex Strife being associated with the Mario brand.
I know, it's hilarious.
That's basically it.
Because Nintendo was so defensive of Mario. Like, I mean, look, that's why this isn't why they made Luigi, but it's why they still have Luigi. The only reason they have Luigi is because it's the only character that they can give personality to.
Yeah,
they're too scared to even give Mario a personality in the event that it would offend anyone or lose a dime. They can't. He can't say anything. He can't do anything. He can't think anything. He just has to be.
Yeah.
He has to be Mr. Nintendo. He's not allowed to do anything. It's crazy. So you end up with
they're following. What they're doing is following in the footsteps of Disney with Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
Like he's their mascot, and they want to make sure that this character represents the company.
Yeah. So
they can't have him do anything bad or have a personality.
The last million different 2D Mario games or 2.5D Mario games, the games themselves have been completely devoid of personality.
Well,
I think they're too afraid to make Mario do anything.
Well, look at what happened with Sonic. They had to ditch him as the mascot of Sega, basically, because the games got too bad.
Well, that's Sega's fault. Sega mishandled Sonic. I think what Nintendo's doing with Mario is better than what Sega did with Sonic.
Yeah.
Because nothing can possibly be worse than giving a flagship character that you've had to sell your product for 20 years.
Damn it, come on.
For 20 years to a completely untested, unknown internet indie mobile developer. It's pretty hard to do any worse than that.
Yeah.
Can you ever...
That's why when Nintendo does something like that Puzzles and Dragons
yeah, they're probably
crossover.
They're probably so far up those other developers' asses that they can't breathe. They have to do exactly what Nintendo wants.
Yeah.
Anything appears wrong.
When you look at it, it just looks like a bunch of commonly reused clip art of the characters.
It looks like a Flash game.
Exactly.
They're too scared to do anything. You can't have Mario on screen at the same time with a dragon.
Yeah.
Okay, you can't do that. Don't do that. You're not allowed. What did you just do? You can't have Mario picking up a coin that doesn't have a star on it. Other things like that are just something you can't have it. You can't. Mario cannot put on a different hat.
Yeah.
And
well, see, it just...
And thus we have Luigi, so we can just shovel it all on top of Luigi and just make him really emotional.
Yeah. It's actually a problem, because Mario doesn't really represent the developer Nintendo. They represent the corporate side of it. That, if they just took a mushroom and stuck some beady eyes on it and called that the Nintendo mascot, then Mario would be alleviated from all this responsibility, and they could turn him into like the gritty, realistic character they always wanted him to be.
And he goes to Mushroom Tropolis and saves Mushroom Tropolis from the ultimate bioweapon that Bowser makes.
Yeah.
And everyone else in Mushroom Tropolis is a normally proportioned person, but Mario has like ditches Peach for this normal proportioned human woman.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end, she like kisses him on the nose, and his nose is gigantic, and no one else has a nose like that.
Yeah.
Other weird things like that.
Well, it reminds me. Toshiba has this weird, stupid-looking mascot that they use sometimes for some things. I just see it sometimes. It's extremely ugly. It's this little rabbit thing. Like, I noticed when I bought one of their laptops, I'm like, oh yeah, these guys have a friggin' mascot. I'm like, what do you do with that? Like, it's a hardware company.
Who was developing Rainbow Islands? Bubble Bop, or those two dragon guys with the bubbles? Was that Tecmo or
yeah.
what? Goal In and that game. Remember that game?
It's freaking. I can't remember the name. It's Space Invaders. That company. What was it?
It's not Atari.
No, it was I can't think of the name.
Majesco.
Oh, who cares? Just stop. I know what it is. I just can't think of the name right now. I know exactly what it is. Kill me.